times in a row to beat the Wraith. Yeah, you're probably thinking to yourself, oh, it's not even a fucking hard fucking enemy. Well, you're right, it isn't, but I haven't been paying enough attention to, or at least not the proper attention to the license board, in particular equipment. I did a little bit getting people weapons. I'd completely forgotten about Varn apparently, but yeah, all their you know, the helm, armor, offhands, I'd pretty much neglected, so I've updated that a bit, not much. I don't have much money at the moment, and I think I'm pretty close to beating the enemy. I just I really should have gone into it a little bit more prepared, really. So I've come here to Magello Sundries to grab Phoenix down. As you can see here, I do not have enough money, so I thought rather than do this next bit and then jump into the video, I would show you a bit about the loot system, or bazaar, if the bazaar thing pops up. Oh, I did do a quick round of the Giza Plains to rack up some license points, but I didn't really do that for long, so I didn't really get much out of that. Alright, so when you go to sell items, or even when you're purchasing items, they're all sectioned off into the different areas, so your weapons, your armor, accessories, ammunition, and items. And right on the end here, it's got loot, so this is all the, you know, things that don't fit into those other categories that enemies drop. Now, technically you can just sell all of these items, however, some items do become important for other things later, which do end up falling into this category. Teleport stones, you never sell your teleport stones. One here, stone allowing instantaneous transport between two gate crystals. Okay, one that's useful in and of itself, and two, I believe they come into play with something else as well, I think a bit later. And there are some other items that you get from hunts that you use from quests as well. So there's the Great Snake Skin, or Great Great Serpent Skin that you get from one of the hunts, I think, or maybe it's just a particular enemy. Anyway, the enemy that you get it from only spawns once. So, and I don't think it's in the trials, I'm really not sure. So this Great Serpent Skin you can only get one of, and even though it falls into the loot category, you need it in order to open up the passage to get somewhere else later. Not one of the main quest areas, mind you. So, and there's also some sort of alcohol that falls into here, which, you know, it has a pretty low sell rate. There's only 14 or 15 of the item. Well, there's 14. I saw it before. But there's certain people around that will buy that at 1,000 gil a pop rather than the low price of what you sell with. So the safety benchmark that we're going to go with here is that we're going to leave. We're only going to sell items above 10. So here we've got 41. So we're going to sell 31. And leave 10, that way you're pretty certain not to get rid of anything important. Anything important doesn't reach numbers above 10, I think, except for the teleport stones, which, you know, as long as you just don't sell teleport stones, you should be okay. Now, I don't know if we've got any of the particular items. Oh, you guys see what I did there? Alright, we only had 35 of those and I sold 31. I saw the price and thought it was quantity. But anyway, after you sell certain items, or a certain number of items and combinations thereof, you'll get certain items popping up in the bazaar, and these are sort of like one-off purchases, I think. Like once they're there, you can't. 31. You can't buy multiples of them, but they can be quite useful. Some items, some purchasable items only come from there, I think. Okay, we haven't unlocked anything, but that's okay. Now, hopefully, I've got enough money now to buy a decent amount of Phoenix Downs. Or Phoenix Down. Yeah, about 2 grand. Okay, sweet. Now, the equipment change up and stuff is pretty close to what it was before. I think I've got the Goddess Magicite on Bosch. Equipment. Yep. So as mentioned, that reduces his MP to 0, but you know, gives him, you know, quite a decent boost to his magic resistance, which is a bit more important to us right now, considering that the Wraith seems to panic cast ice when it's getting low on health, which, you know, I understand. I'll do the same if I could. Ooh, went the wrong way. Yes, I did. And also, despite buying the Mage Masher for Varn from the Desert Fortress full of Desert Idiots, I never seem to have equipped it at the time. Now, actually I might just quickly come into Bosch's license board here and get him a couple of Gambit slots. And the reason I'm doing that for is, even though I'm only bringing him in at the end, is not as a last resort, but as, you know, just keeping him on the sidelines to avoid the doom casting. I'm going to give him the ability to revive people. Now, we may end up going through all of our Phoenix Downs by then. May not completely sure, but I'm going to put it there anyway, because if that is the case, it should be, so if we do have any left, it should be quite useful to us. Right, just make sure to turn those on. Brilliant. Alright. And with that, let's go take another stab at this Wraith. Here we go. Oh, better turn that off. My dual shock battery is low, so hopefully that survives the fight. Hopefully we all survive the fight, but you know. Okay, so we managed to cast Doom on us pretty easily this time. Or at least on Varn. He hasn't quite got it on to everyone else yet. What I'm hoping for is that there's a bit of stagger in between them at least. No. So Varn seems to be doing a bit more damage here, thankfully. He wasn't really contributing much last time. Oh, sweet. So the Mage Masher has a chance of inflicting silence. Now, silence in Final Fantasy games prevents the enemy or the ally, if they've got it, from casting magic. So, yeah, now he can't cast Doom anymore, and he also can't cast his fucking Blizzard spells.